I'm Ryan from Prima, and today we are looking at my top picks for Prima's best espresso grinders for coffee cart. If you are just getting started on your mobile coffee journey, I'm really glad that you are here because Prima is packed with helpful resources, from vlogs to courses to all of the gear you'll need to bring your cart to life. When you're done watching, check out the links in the description for more tools to help get you started. So what makes an espresso grinder work really well for mobile coffee applications? I'm gonna go over some of the criteria I use to evaluate these grinders. First of all, price to performance ratio. We want the best workflow efficiency possible for the least amount of money. Second is power and duty cycle. It's important to choose a grinder that's rated to keep up with your expected daily volume without being overworked. Last thing, grind by time functionality. Grind by weight isn't ideal in coffee cart scenarios, and single dosing isn't either. So we want to choose a grinder that can grind by time for easy, repeatable dosing in any environment. First up, we're looking at the HeyCafe Buddy espresso grinder. Now this is a 64mm flat burr platform that only runs, as of today, about $1,000, which for a commercial espresso grinder is outstanding value. Now for that, you're getting about 2 to 3 grams per second grind speed, or a double shot in about 6 to 7 seconds. And in terms of duty cycle, it has about a 10-second on, 50-second off cycle, so about 1 shot per minute. So that means over the course of an hour, you can get about 60 shots or so out of this grinder, which lands it well within the range of low to mid volume. If you're just getting started and you want to spend the least amount possible on an espresso grinder, the HeyCafe Buddy is an excellent place to start. Next up is the Compak i3 Pro Mini. Now I included this grinder because it is actually very similar in performance to the HeyCafe Buddy. You're getting that 2 to 3 gram per second grind speed, about 1 shot cycle per minute duty cycle, and the price point in February 2026 is around $1,300 or just under, so still great value here. Now, what I really like about the i3 Pro Mini is just its form factor. It's about 7 inches wide and only 18 inches tall. You're getting all the performance of something like a HeyCafe Buddy, but in a just more condensed package. And just like the Buddy, with this grinder, you do have stepless grind adjustment. You do have 2 or 3 grind by time profiles here. Really everything you need for a low to mid volume coffee cart in a really compact package. All right, so our next 2 grinders aren't here in the studio today, but we have plenty of B-roll to back it up. We're looking at the Anfim Luna and Alba grinders. Let's start with the Luna. At around $13.99 in February 2026, another great value espresso grinder here. Now, for a little bit more cash, what you're getting here is an increased duty cycle primarily. You're jumping up from 1 shot per minute to at least 2. And this comes with an internal fan to help keep things cool and just a more substantial motor overall. It has 65mm flat burrs and puts out about 3 grams per second. The Alba, on the other hand, is just under $2,000 today, about $19.99. That grinder has 80mm burrs and output over 6 grams a second, so it's super quick, and an unlimited duty cycle. Really, as fast as you can grind, as long as you can grind, you can do that with this grinder. And the best part about it is it's only $2,000. So in terms of price point relative to performance, the Alba has really got something going on. Now between the Luna and Alba, I think their best feature is the worm gear adjustment. Unlike a collar adjustment like you see on, maybe a Mazda grinder or that HeyCafe Buddy grinder, a worm gear adjustment allows you to adjust grind with just 2 fingers and very, very precisely. You're not making big jumps because you're putting force behind it. You can be very precise in how you adjust grind, and we really like that about these grinders. And finally, we have the Compak Bolt 83, which is an aptly named beast of a grinder that I'm recommending here for coffee trailers, especially busy ones. This is a huge grinder, right? And probably not something you're gonna want on a coffee cart like this, but for those of you with trailers, this is a really cool grinder. So the Bolt 83, as it's named, has 83mm burrs, which are huge, right? The output of this grinder is insane, and I'll tell you why. What it's doing is pre-grinding coffee and storing those grounds in a chamber. When you put your portafilter in and activate the micro switch, it's opening a trap door and just dropping those grounds straight into your portafilter. And the second you pull your portafilter back out, it's already pre-grinding for the next dose. So what this means practically is you grab your portafilter, boom, coffee's dosed, tamp it, lock it in your machine, and by the time you've grabbed another portafilter, before you've even made it back to get that second dose, that coffee is already pre-ground, already waiting for you. So that means this is a grinder with an unlimited duty cycle. You cannot outpace it. So really awesome for trailers that are really busy, that want to really pump out coffee and maximize efficiency. Price-wise, the Bolt 83, as of today, is about $2,800. A lot of espresso grinders are going up past that $3,000 mark, and Compak has been able to keep this stellar performance at a price below $3,000, which is precisely why it made my list. So these have been Prima's pick for the top espresso grinders for coffee carts. If you are ready to get started on your cart journey, check out the links in the description, and we will see you there. Happy brewing.